Just been for a walk in the lovely Philippines weather. I'm back in now, turned 80 on, and it's the first time I've really been out on my own with all the Philippine people and walking along to what they call SM Mall. I think it stands for something simple. It's nothing complicated. I forget. But anyway, it's called SM Mall, and I loved it. It was 2 miles there, 2 miles back, so I'm exhausted. I imagine walking in the Philippine sun, but it's not an extremely hot day. It's just hot, if you know what I mean. You get hot, then you get hotter here. You don't get cooler. You know, well, you kind of do. Well, there was one night where no, it was still hot. Anyway, so I'm walking there. Before I went out, I was on my own in this apartment here, this flat, for an hour. After my wife went to work, because I'm on holiday. I'm not a scrounger, by the way. Because I'm on holiday, I can't work. So my wife went to work, and I was left in here an hour, and I said I was going out. So the plan was to go out straight away, but I had to charge some things. I had to get a drink and do something else. I think I was watching YouTube or something. You know how important YouTube is. It's the most important thing. So I watched that anyway, and then being on my own for 1 hour reminded me of why I don't like being on my own. Now, if anybody knows me, friends and things, they all know how I also believe in God. I'm not going to start preaching. I'm not a preacher. I just believe in God because I've had my experience that I'm not going to go through that led me to believe that God is real. Well, I know God is real. He was there anyway. So in the Bible it says, like I said, I'm not preaching, but I'm just going by something that's more qualified than I am to speak. In the Bible it says that the devil, he walks around like a roaring lion, pouncing on people. And that's kind of what it feels like, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm not expecting you to believe in the devil or anything. I'm expecting you to believe in how we all feel. We feel, all of a sudden we can feel horrific. We truly believe that how we feel is reality, don't we? That's all we believe in. At that moment, we believe, if we're sad, we're sad. Somebody could come up to us and say, "You're not sad," and you'll go, "Rubbish, I am, I feel it." If I feel something, what do we say in the UK? If I feel something, then that's good enough. If you feel a way, then it must be true. No. Because in the Bible it does say that feelings are not important. What is important is just belief. I know this sounds like I'm saying that God wants you to believe in him. He's like some sort of person that needs to be believed in. No, it's for us. We are made in a certain way that we need to be looked after. We do. We need to be looked after. We need to have water. We need to have food. We need to have all them things, and we can't get them on our own. Regardless of what you think, we can't. Them things are part of a bigger picture. You know they are part of weather, part of the world we live on. If them things didn't exist, we wouldn't be able to eat, we wouldn't be able to drink, all that sort of thing. So there's down the line, things we need are out of our control. We can't control the weather to some. I know you're going to say we can, blah blah blah, and that. You know what I'm talking about. We can't control these things, it's the way we want. We can't. Things like that could die out tomorrow, and they could. Something could happen where all plant life just starts dying. It could. And scientists would probably have a really good go at it and probably postpone the inevitable. And if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. If it's something that's going to happen, it's going to happen. And we will all go. So what I'm getting at is we are designed in a way that we need something. You're going to say, "I don't need anybody." You do. How many times have you said that? And yet you're praying. You're going, "Please, why do I feel like this?" That's praying. You're asking for advice from something that you don't understand. You don't even believe it's God. I know you don't, but most of you will, and most of you won't. But what I'm getting at is we are designed that way. We need something. And if that thing that we need has our best interests, in play, then that's a good thing, isn't it? You're not going to say, I don't need my mother, I don't need my father. If you're a child, I mean, when you grow up, things change. You might not feel that way, but you need things in life. So the point is, I went out after feeling alone for 1 hour. Oh, what a transformation. It was this, as we say in the UK and everywhere else, a cloud had gone over me. I couldn't get out of it. I felt totally different to what I'd been feeling the whole last month and a week. I felt like I feel in the UK. It's sort of like it says in the Bible, something had pounced on me and it got me in its grip. So I used all my tricks I do, my breathing and whatnot. They helped. Yeah, of course they did. They helped. They always help. And they reduced it. And I stopped feeling nervous at my own shadow. It's stupid, isn't it? People on the street, they're so bloody sweet. They're so nice. And in my mind, I'm going, that person's looking at me wrong. And you walk past them and they go, hello, good morning, oh, good afternoon. And wow, I've not had a bad word said to me off any Filipino. And yet today I was looking for it. Anyway, so it got me to thinking on the way back, especially on the way there, a little bit on the way back. Why wasn't I feeling like this yesterday? And it reminded me, because I've been with my wife and I'm with her family. And in fact, I have been healing from my mental, we all have some sort of level of mental health problems, but from my mental health problems, being on my own and whatnot, I've been healing while I've been with my new family in the Philippines. And I realised that it come to me all of a sudden, what is it the devil doesn't like? And you may say, he doesn't want us to be happy. That's true. But what makes us happy? Money? Winning the lottery? Maybe for a day or two, maybe for a while. But you know what truly makes you happy? Community. Being around people that love you and you love them back. Family. Having them in your life. I don't have them in the UK. I have a son and I love him dearly, but he lives far away. When I'm in the UK, I'm on my own. I'm a pawn. I'm a pawn to the devil. He can play his games with me all he likes. And I've been doing very good fighting it on my own. I've been keeping it down and whatnot. But you shouldn't have to. You should just wake up in the morning and feel naturally okay. I'm not saying happy. And all these Filipinos here, this is the truth now, right? Now listen to this. This is the truth. Anybody who's been to the Philippines is going to agree with me here. I know for a fact they are. The Filipinos are happier than us. And yet we have more. Work that one out. We have cars, we have money, we have... You say, I ain't got money. We have. We've all got access to things that the Filipinos haven't. The Filipinos do not get handouts. In rare cases they do. The majority of them are so proud, they won't want anything like that anyway. They'll go out on the street begging with no shoes on, doing what they need to, and people say, look at them doing that, it's disgusting. And yet they're smiling. They're having fun because they're with people. And they don't really understand what it is that we think is wrong with them. In the UK you can't do that. You can be, you'll be a tramp, you'll be a street homeless, all that sort of thing. In the Philippines, people just go about their business and they'll say, they'd rather sell something though, to be honest. And they'll sell anything. They'll sell things they make and things like that, little beautiful gifts, things that they've spent a while mastering to build, little jewellery things. They're just awesome. I absolutely love my wife, number one, and the Philippines people, number two. My wife and my son equally, and the Philippine people, number two. And it's a close two, I tell you, because her family, my wife's family, have just accepted me. They're not curious. I mean, they're curious. Sorry, they're not cautious. They're not thinking, when's he gonna change? Why don't we let anybody live with us in the UK? Why? Some people will. Some people are exceptions. But why don't we let anybody live with us in the UK, in our house, in our home? We don't want that person who's could be a bad person in our house, you know. And you'll say they could be a good person, but we're not going to give them the opportunity to disprove us. We don't want to have to mingle with that person. But what if we thought differently? What if we thought, yeah, of course, that's a human being. Yeah. So why is it the Filipinos are happier than us? Community, yeah. Guess what else? They believe in something bigger than themselves, and it shows. It shows in the way. It shows in the way their manner on the street and everything. It shows they do not ever walk up to me giving me the eye until I look away. They don't. They're humble. They're humble people, and they know that I am equal to them. They don't see me as better than them. They see me as exotic, rightfully so, because I am exotic. No, what I mean is they see me as exotic person because I'm from abroad. That's what I mean. And I'll get treated like that. But with each other and with me, they're just so sweet. I've not seen any violence, and there is violence in this country, but I've not seen it. Do you know another thing? There's no police going up and down the roads. And I said to my wife the other day, why are the police not up and down the roads? And in my mind, I'd already decided why. Because of a poor country, and yet they're not a poor country. They seem to be. You know, they're going to war and everything. They've got a very strong financial government, very strong economy, everything like that. Anyway, yeah, they have slums here and everything. Do you know what they say? You know what the Filipinos say? Oh, I'll just say about the police as well. There's no police on the street. There's no police. There's no need for them. There's no fighting. There's no, you know. Of course there is. There is. It's a lot of people here. That's another thing. You can't move an inch without seeing a person. You can't. Literally outside that window now, outside a hotel where there shouldn't be anybody, there's people. You walk up the road, there's shops, there's people, there's everywhere. All day long. I absolutely adore this country. It's closer to the way we should be as a country. And how do we get brought up? It's not your fault. I'm not trying to criticize anybody who's watching. I'm not saying you're a bad person, because I'm the same. I do the same thing. I think that happiness is an object. Happiness is an objective. It's something you have to get. It's about letting yourself be happy. Find people. You know, don't say I can't. I don't understand people. Oh no, you know, some people feel really. Some English people feel good in saying this. They go, no, I don't do people. You know the ones I mean. I don't do people. You know, I don't like people, and everybody laughs. No, I don't do people. And blah 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 blah. It's like you're saying, I don't do breathing. I don't want to be happy. That's what you're saying. But you're making it sound in a way like you're cocky, like you're confident. You know, it's like saying, if you said I don't want to be happy, you could say, no, I don't want to be happy, and people would laugh with you because you're making it sound confident. Anyway, I'm rambling. I must sound like an idiot, but I'm just so blown away with this country. You know, the people here, they make you smile. You know what they say to you? You know, if you go, oh, you know, if you see something or something happens to you, you go, you know what happened to me? Or you go, blah, 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 I'm disgusted in that. You know what they say? That's the Filipino way. They do. Everything is the Filipino way. It's never, that shouldn't be that way. You know, the people on the street, that's the Filipino way. They're making a living. You know? And if they see you on the street, unless the high society ones, because you get them now, the ones that are living in the richer section that are getting more westernized, more like UK, but they're the minority, luckily. But the normal Filipinos help each other. Have you seen that video on YouTube lately with the house going down the stream in the Philippines? And all the Filipinos run out into the water that's higher than the gravity center. They can float away in that, and they're running out to this house They're grabbing onto the house, and because they've got hold of the house, they're putting their feet down with the house weight, and the house is flowing down this river, and all these hundreds of people, or less than 100 I think, they all run out to this house and they pick this house up and they save the house. You know, the people were safe, they were away from the house, but the Filipinos didn't want to see these people who owned a house, by the way. The Filipinos who run out didn't own a house, baby, but they didn't want to. The Filipinos did not want to see other Filipinos homeless. They're caring, it's community. I'll try and link that video or something. It's amazing, but it's just, to me, it's just, yeah, I know, that's what they're like. If I go out the street and shout help, I'll get help. If I said that in the UK, somebody'd either say, what's the matter? You know, you get them people. What's the matter? Can I help you? They may not want to really help you, that's the thing, innit? You know, they're just saying, can I help you? I'm here for you, and all that sort of thing. You know, especially if they know you. They're just saying it to, you know, well, there is people that are nice in the UK. I'm not putting them down, but what, you know, let me put this into a nutshell. Believe in something bigger than yourself, so that you know, no matter how strong you are, no matter how rich you are, there's always somebody better. There's always something better than all of us. There's something better than, there's something that's the best. And I'm not going to preach to you, because you'll laugh and you'll just lose my message. But there is. Even if you don't believe in God, you know there's something better than you. And what do you do with that thing? You worship it. You might not want to, you might be jealous of it and you're angry at it, so you turn your back on it. And that's kind of what happens with a lot of people with religion. But if you see something better than you that you want to be as, what do? You worship it. And what do a lot of people do? They take on the traits of that thing that they like, that person that they like. It's true. Especially in young people, they'll take on traits. That's how you develop character. And you take on a trait of somebody to make yourself a better person, because you think that person's better than you. Do that with something, a belief, ideology, like, you know, like a thought. Do that with a belief, but not with something that's not worthwhile to believe in. Don't believe in Beyonce. Don't believe in, you know what I mean. Don't go, oh, I love, what is it? What are they all going on about? You know, Ed Sheeran is a nice person, isn't he? So, and he's brilliant at music. So a lot of people swear by him, but they idolise him. It's not what you should do. He's just a normal guy, you know, and he is a nice guy, but I'm not going to worship him. You know, worship something that's worth worshipping. If you don't believe in God, that's okay. It's not, but it's okay. Just worship him, because worshipping, if you're going to worship in something, which I know you all do, you all worship something. You might worship, like I said, Beyonce. You might worship, you know, the royal family. You might worship, who do people worship now? Who is it? You know, you've got all the film actors and things, aren't you? You've got Brad Pitt, and you're all going to say, I don't worship Brad. You know what I mean? There's people, everybody worships them at the minute. Who is it? The Rock Johnson and that lot. They're just people who make good films. Don't worship them. Just enjoy them. But then look for something worthwhile to worship, to take your mind off the things that are not worthwhile worshipping. And when you do that, you know what happens? He listens to you, or whatever it is that you're worshipping in the sky, the big thing, the big man, I'm not preaching you, the thing that's bigger than you starts to listen to you, because you're believing in it. You're worthwhile for him to listen to you, rather than listen to all the people who believe in him. He's going to listen to you, who's a fresh believer as well. So, and when he listens to you, he hears you, what you need, what you want, and what you need. Them two things can be very close together, can't they? But sometimes, like a car, we may want a car, but he'll give us what we need, you know. He's given me everything what I need. He's given me every little thing I need. And I'm saying it like it's nothing special. It's because I've known this, I've felt this for so long now, that it's nothing special to me. It's just what I believe in. It happened. Everything I've needed, I've been given. It's the truth. Everything I need, I've been given. See what I'm saying? You know, why am I not in a private jet? Because I may want one, I don't need one, but everything I've needed, I got so lonely, I knew when I prayed I was going to be answered, I knew it. And it wasn't long after that I had my dream where he showed me that I was coming to the Philippines. I know some of you are thinking it's rubbish. Think what you like, you know. I know what happened to me. You know, I'm a born again person. So for me, in a lot of ways, my experiences are more valid than somebody who's been brought up in religion, because some people get brought up in religion, stay in religion, but they may have a lot of, they may have had the experiences when they were younger and they forget them. And that's one of the problems. One of the problems of the flesh is that you forget things and you need to remember them. So go on the journey again. You know there's something that's bothering you. Ask for help. Don't just say, I wish this thing. Ask something bigger than you for help. Not a celebrity. They can't help you because they can't hear you. You know, if they could hear you, they could probably help you. If they were good people. I've heard of that. But what's the likelihood you're going to get, I don't know, a rich person to hear you? Try it though, but you know, but money's not going to make you happy anyway. What's going to make you happy is what you need in what you're praying for. You may be praying for, be praying for a car, but there's a reason you want that car. And if that reason is a need, you'll get heard, you'll get listened to. I'm telling you, it may only take one prayer. Sometimes it takes a few more prayers for you to make it clearer, to make it understood. Because you may only want something, and the need may be small. But as you pray more, it shows that you need that more, because you won't pray for it continually if that need's filled, will you? Anyway, so that's my video. Basically what I'm trying to get at is, when I went outside and walked along and I was on my own and things, I was starting to feel that thing, that loneliness. I haven't felt it for over a month, because I've been around people. And a lot of you will say, yeah, of course, when you're around people, they distract you and that lot. There was more to it than that. It was the love, it was the, you know, it was the excitement's past now. The excitement of it all's past. I'm getting on with life now, with my wife. You know, I got married. We've all seen my ring. I've you know, got my ring on my chubby finger. And she's got her ring on, and I'm just. You can be happy with nothing. You really can. Anyway, I'm going. Thank you for listening. If you do, I don't know. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.